This is not a joke. Heaven is ringing the alarm because something immense is moving under your name right now. Don't scroll, don't move. Before anything else, pause, breathe. This moment is holy. Heaven's warning isn't to scare you, it's to wake you up. This isn't about clout, cash, or titles. This is about you, your soul, your calling. Right now, a battle is raging in the unseen, and you are at its center. In the courts of heaven, a declaration was made. This one is mine, my beloved. The instant your name was spoken, the air shifted, tension rose, a sacred stillness settled. Then a voice like thunder broke the hush. If you lose this soul, you lose your light. That's when the struggle began, not of rage, but of authority. This isn't a scramble for attention. It's a clash over assignment, because what you carry cannot be duplicated. Your presence is rare. Your absence is peril. You've been underestimated, and now light and darkness are contending for your soul, your heart, your next move. Don't skip. Stay with me. Be still on the inside. Let your spirit lean in. Archangel Michael is lifting the trumpet. There's a reason faces have been showing up in your dreams. They are not accidents. They are being drawn by the hand of God. A divine alignment is locking into place. Yes, someone from your past and someone from your future are both trying to step into your present. Heaven is watching whom you'll allow into your heart next, because that choice will open or close the next gate of your destiny. And here's what you didn't know. That person who walked away, they're breaking in silence. Pride keeps them quiet, but regret is crushing them. They see your light in every post, every smile, every ounce of your joy. And now someone new sees it too. They've made a vow in their heart. I won't lose them, not this time. If you've been restless, unable to sleep, distracted for no reason, that's not random. Your spirit senses the clash. A silent is which voice you'll follow. And heaven is whispering, something huge is waiting for you. Heaven is choosing peace for you because God is not the author of confusion but of peace. Now, as you step forward into this divine moment, I invite you to make a bold move. Type Amen in the chosen. And don't leave yet, because we'll close with a powerful prayer that seals this message over your life. Stay with me until the end. What begins in stillness will end in clarity, and clarity will be your crown. You're not imagining it. You're not too sensitive. That heaviness you felt in your spirit lately, the strange dreams, the restless nights, the quiet waves of emotion hitting you out of nowhere, it all means something. Heaven's messenger whispers, you are not imagining the shift, this is real. You are not crazy for sensing the energy of someone still tied to your soul. Their spirit is fighting thoughts, memories, even in their sleep. Every time you try to move forward, something pulls them back towards you, and not just emotionally, it's spiritual. A tug of war in realms you cannot see. The one who once questioned your worth now guards your name in rooms you're not even in. They defend you when no one's watching, quietly, regretfully, because they finally see what you carried all along. Meanwhile, someone new has stepped into view. They've never known your full story, but they've felt your pain. Without speaking it, they've made a vow in their soul. I will not add to the wounds. I will be the one who helps heal them. Don't skip. Don't turn away. Because what's unfolding now has been delayed before, not by mistake, but by divine design. There was a meeting written for you weeks ago. Heaven adjusted the clock of destiny, waiting until both hearts were ready. Two names are written beside yours in what Scripture calls the Book of Crossings, one from your past, one tied to your fate. Soon an unexpected message will appear, a name, a call. It won't come with fireworks or fanfare, but your heart will know because it'll start racing before you even read the words. That moment, that's when the fight ends and the choice begins. God is revealing something deep. One path seeks forgiveness. The other seeks forever. Only one will endure when storms hit. And here's what heaven wants you to understand now. The one who truly loves you will not compete. They won't chase the spotlight. They'll protect your peace even from a distance. But the one who only sought control, their mask is slipping. Watch for it, an emotional outburst. A sudden confession, a desperate plea, it's coming, and it will expose their motives clearly. A divine unveiling is near, not just emotionally but spiritually, eternally. There is a divine observation happening. Grace is observing every move of your heart, not for judgment, but for alignment. One person is acting from guilt, the other from genuine love and belief in your journey. And the truth is, your silence has been louder than 1,000 words. Every time you chose peace over reaction, you've disarmed the chaos. Every moment you stayed still instead of lashing out, the one who wronged you felt it. Not in anger, but in conviction. They can't sleep, can't focus, can't run from the weight of what they lost. This is your season of unmasking. The real will remain, the false will fade, and when the dust finally settles, you'll realize this battle was never meant to break you. It was meant to reveal who was truly for you all along. Heaven is shifting timelines, merging moments, redirecting the one soul that aligns with your peace, your purpose, and your God-given calling. You'll know them not by how they flatter you, but by the peace they bring. They'll feel like rest, not resistance, like home, not a battlefield. So if the noise has been loud lately, if you felt pulled in every direction, trust this. The confusion will fade. The tension in your spirit will make sense, because what's written for you doesn't come wrapped in drama. It comes through divine orchestration. For God is not a God of disorder, but of peace. 1 Corinthians 14:33. Something huge is waiting for you. Soon, within days, even there will be confirmation. A name, a sign, a conversation, and in that moment you won't need validation from anyone else. You'll know. Because your spirit already knows. The fight will end, peace will take its place, and you'll step forward into what God has been preparing all along. Because the one meant for you won't make you beg for clarity. They'll arrive with truth, stability, and intention. Just like Ruth stayed beside Naomi saying, "Where you go, I will go, your people will be my people, and your God, my God." Ruth 116. The right one won't hesitate. Even the angels will lean in and whisper. Finally, my beloved, don't move from this moment. So what do you do in this waiting space while heaven aligns your path? Keep your spirit clean. Forgive what tried to crush you, protect your peace. Don't respond to every voice that calls your name. Stay ready. Elevate your character to match the blessing you've prayed for. Look for peace, not performance. God's people carry calm, not confusion. And above all else, stay rooted in truth. Because everything that once hurts you is now the very thing God is using to open your next chapter. Behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? Isaiah 43:19. You're not just being prepared for something, you're being positioned not for another test, but for the right choice, the one that carries your peace, your healing, your future. Don't be distracted. Don't be discouraged. What's meant for you is drawing near, and it's bringing clarity, not confusion, stillness, not storms, purpose, not pain. Heaven is choosing peace for you, and that is why the battle was never really about the other person. It was about your destiny. Heaven's revelation approaches, and this time it's right. There's a reason you've felt the air around you growing heavier. The stillness isn't empty, it's charged. Unseen forces are moving in silence, and your name is echoing through places you've never stepped into. Don't mistake this season as confusion. This is a spiritual clash, and you are the reason it's happening. Right now, someone is speaking your name, not with criticism, but with fire. They're defending you when others try to twist your story. The same ones who overlooked you are whispering your name, like it's a secret they weren't meant to know. They don't understand why they feel pulled to you, but heaven does. Your light has become their mirror, and what they see is something they long for but can't explain. A person who once mocked your pain now can't even glance at your photo without guilt flooding their eyes. Their heart is learning what their pride refused to admit. You were never ordinary, you were divine even in your brokenness. You carried light when everything around you was dim, and now it's too late for them to pretend otherwise. For the Lord sees not as man sees. Man looks on the outward appearance, but the Lord looks on the heart. 1 Samuel 16:7. Two souls are circling your path. One moves from love, the other from fear, the fear of losing control over something they never truly valued until now. This is not a love triangle. This is a spiritual test. One wants to heal, the other wants to possess. What you're witnessing in the natural is only a shadow of what's happening in the unseen. The voice from the higher realm confirms heaven allowed this so you could see truth clearly. Right now, someone is rewriting a message over and over. The words won't come easy. Their pride fights their sincerity. Their fear trembles before the risk of your rejection. But something deeper is pushing them, because in a recent confrontation when your name came up, someone boldly declared, "You don't deserve them unless you're ready to protect them." The room fell silent. That wasn't just a statement. It was divine interruption. And since then, everything has shifted. Even people who have never met you are drawn to your energy. They don't know why, but their spirits do. You carry a healing vibration that's rare in this world. You are peace where others bring noise. And because of that, heaven has placed a protective covering around you. Not everyone will be allowed close this time. Someone in your circle has changed their tone. They once rolled their eyes when your name came up. Now they pause. The irritation is gone, replaced by realization. They see now you were marked, chosen, protected, guided not by chance but by design. The one who doubted your calling is dreaming about you now. They wake up restless, haunted by moments they tried to bury. Their subconscious won't let go. They scroll past your image, trying to pretend it's nothing. But their soul feels every second of the distance. Because something divine once stood in front of them and they looked away. Do not grieve, for the joy of the Lord is your strength. Nehemiah 8:10. Archangel Michael has declared, this battle ends in your favor not because you fought harder but because you stayed true. Heaven will never allow manipulation to win over sincerity. You don't need to prove your worth. You never did. The one who carries your name in their prayers, not their ego, will be the one who finds you. And that moment, it's coming soon, an unexpected encounter, a sudden call, a single sentence in a message that carries more weight than whole conversations. You won't have to chase it. It will come, timed with heaven's clock, not human schedule. Someone once told another person they're too good for you. That sentence didn't come from jealousy. It was correction. Heaven was tired of seeing you discounted, mishandled, reduced. Your value is not up for debate, and now even the ones who couldn't see it are feeling it deeply. If you've been emotional lately, crying without reason or waking up with tightness in your chest, it's not weakness, it's your spirit sensing truth surfacing. Heaven is peeling back every false layer. Motives are being revealed. Hearts are being tested. Someone close is about to confess something that's been eating them alive. Their words may be calm, but their eyes will tremble. And when they finally speak, the world around you will pause because you'll hear something real, pain, yes, but also truth. And that truth will set you free. Then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. John 8:32. God is returning everything you lost, but in higher form. Maybe the one who left will come back, but this time with humility. Or maybe God will send someone entirely new, someone who sees your worth without needing to lose you first. You've been tested in silence, but your quiet strength is now your breakthrough. The ones who thought you were finished will soon see your rise. And your rise won't be loud, it'll be steady, sacred, unshakable. You are not here to compete. You are here to ascend. Archangel Michael reminds us, the one meant for you is being refined in this very moment. Ego is being stripped. Fear is being replaced with faith. They're being prepared for the will appear, a number, a sound, a sudden memory. And when it happens, your spirit will know, your chest will warm, your eyes may fill. That will be your confirmation that the tide has turned, that heaven has made its choice, that peace is winning. The person once arguing with others is now battling themselves. Their logic says move on, but their heart aches in silence. Every day apart has become a quiet punishment, and they are finally awakening to who you truly were all along. Soon, the war around you will calm, the noise will settle, and what remains will be undeniable love, love that doesn't need to fight anymore because it knows its home. This is not fantasy. This is not exaggeration. God has rewritten the sequence of your story, so peace arrives in perfect order. Your story was not written in confusion, it was written in clarity, and that clarity will be your crown. And after you have suffered a little while, the God of all grace will himself restore, confirm, strengthen, and establish you. 1 Peter 5:10. The angels are at work, the path is aligning, and when your eyes meet again, whenever that moment comes, you'll know this war was worth it, because love, when written by the end of God, never loses its way. My beloved, don't move. The place you're standing in right now, emotionally, spiritually, even physically, it isn't random. What's unfolding around your life in this very moment is not a coincidence. It's a divine turning point. Before you even try to scroll or look away, understand this. The atmosphere around your destiny has shifted, not slightly, completely, and the shift is not just affecting you. It's rippling outward, pulling everyone who once had a place in your story back into frame, people from your past, people tied to your purpose, people who thought the chapter was closed. Heaven is calling them back to the scene. Every moment of silence, every strange distance, every conflict you couldn't explain, it was all part of the choreography of God. He allowed it not to hurt you, but to align you. You see, two voices have been trying to shape the narrative of your life. One comes cloaked in guilt, the other wrapped in truth. And while they wrestle with their own motives, what they don't realize is that your story, your true ending, was already written by heaven long before their opinions tried to interfere. I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a future and a hope. Jeremiah 29:11. There was a moment, a real moment when your name came up in a space, neither of them expected, a sacred room, invisible to the eye but powerful in the spirit. There their intentions were weighed. Their love was tested, and the one whose heart was pure, their voice trembled as they defended you, not for show, not for validation, but because they truly carried your name in their soul. This isn't fantasy, this isn't poetic fiction, this is a spiritual courtroom, and heaven has been watching in silence. Now it's speaking. Archangel Michael says truth forces masks to fall. That's why people are acting strange around you lately. Some are overly kind, some avoid your eyes, some have gone eerily quiet. Their spirits feel the weight of divine justice. Not your judgment, but heaven's correction. The one who betrayed you deeply, the one who thought they got away with it, can't escape themselves. Every lie they spun is now playing back in their own mind like a movie they regret directing. They see now. They see what they dismissed. They see that the kind of love you carried was sacred, not replaceable. And someone else, someone who once promised forever, then disappeared without warning they can't seem to forget. A song reminds them of you, a scent brings your memory rushing back. Dreams won't let them sleep. The signs are everywhere, not because of obsession, but because heaven refuses to let them find peace until truth is spoken. But there's another presence too. Someone you haven't fully seen yet, quiet, steady, not here to chase, not here to compete, just here to protect. They've watched your growth. They've felt your strength, and they're drawn not to your image, but to your integrity. They are not loud, but they are real, and their heart is ready. You may not realize it yet, but your story is on a collision course with destiny, and this time love won't need to demand space. It will simply take its place with peace, consistency, and presence. Heaven is replacing confusion with clarity. The one truly meant for you will not hesitate. They will not hide. They won't excuse their silence or mask their fear. They will stand up when others shrink, show up when others vanish. That's how you'll know. Let your yes be yes and your no, no, Matthew 537, because God is not the author of confusion but of peace and purpose. And this chosen one's was never just about love. The messenger of light declares this battle wasn't about romance, it was about purpose. The person connected to your life isn't just a partner, they're tied to your mission, your light, and their calling are designed to converge. The impact of your union won't just heal hearts, it will change lives. That's why darkness tried so hard to interfere. That's why others whispered behind your back, why manipulation crept in. But that ends now. Divine order is reclaiming what chaos tried to consume. The ones who truly carry your name with honor will rise. The rest will fade into the background. Right now someone is drafting a message, their hand trembles, their heart races, the words are stuck between courage and fear. They're not sure if you'll listen or walk away, but they know they have to speak and soon you'll hear it. When that moment comes, don't rush to respond. Let their words settle. Let them speak from the soul. Because this isn't about revenge, it's about release. And what you say next will shape the atmosphere of your next chapter. One person said through tears, "You were the peace I prayed for. I just didn't recognize it in time." Heaven heard it. And since then everything has been shifting. Timelines rearranged, paths rewritten. The blessing once paused is now flowing freely because your heart has matured for it. You're stepping into a chapter where love is no longer warfare. It's no longer about chasing or proving it's steady, mature, certain. The right one won't have to earn your love through drama. They'll hold your heart with wisdom. That's why your spirit has been quieter lately. God's been preparing you not to fight again, but to receive. To receive without walls, without fear, without old trauma, speaking louder than truth. What once broke you now humbles you. What once wounded you now reminds you of how far you've come. The sufferings of this present time are not worth comparing with the glory that will be revealed in us. Romans 8:18. This is restoration, but more than that, it's realignment. Archangel Michael reminds us, the one who is meant for you is already being transformed. Ego is dissolving, fear is fading, and heaven is preparing them for a healed version of you, one who no longer stays. A sign will appear, a sound, a name, a vivid memory. It'll trigger something in your spirit. Your chest may warm, your eyes may fill. That is the confirmation. The shift has completed. The fight is over. They're no longer wrestling with others. They're wrestling with themselves. Their heart says return, their pride says run, but every day apart now feels like divine correction, and they're starting to understand who truly mattered all along. Soon, this storm will settle, the masks will drop, and what remains will be simple, powerful, undeniable love. This isn't fantasy. Heaven really did rearrange time for this connection. You're entering a space where love won't hurt, loyalty won't waver, and the right person won't fear the light you carry. And when your eyes meet again, whenever that sacred moment comes, you'll understand. Every delay, every tear, every silence, every fight, it wasn't punishment, it was preparation. Because when God writes the story, clarity becomes your crown. You may not realize it yet, but your stillness dismantled chaos more effectively than any argument could. While others mistook it for weakness, heaven saw it as strength. Every time you resisted the urge to explain, argue, or defend yourself, God was fighting battles you couldn't see. The protector of truth reveals your silence has exposed truth, revealed loyalty, and silenced lies. You didn't need to raise your voice. Your peace spoke louder than chaos ever could. Now something massive is shifting. You are standing on the edge of divine reversal. Those who ignored you will begin defending you. Those who competed for your attention will now compete for your forgiveness. And through it all, you will remain unshaken, chosen, anointed. You are standing at a divine crossroads. One direction leads to peace, the other back to pain. One belongs to your past. The other belongs to your purpose. You will feel the difference immediately. One will drain you. The other will lift your spirit effortlessly. That's not coincidence. That's your final.